carving a mark on the boat to find the sword. 1. Origin of the story. This is a famous ancient Chinese fable from Elshi Chunkyu. It is still used today to describe people who think too rigid or refuse to adapt to old methods in changing situations. 2. The story. Long ago, a man was crossing a river by boat while carrying a sword. Suddenly, the sword slipped from his hand and fell into the water. Instead of reacting quickly, the man calmly took out a knife and carved a mark on the side of the boat. People around him were confused. He explained, "This is where my sword fell. I will find it later using this mark." But by the time the boat reached shore, the boat had already moved far away. The sword stayed where it fell, but the boat did not. Of course, he never found the sword. 3. What does it mean? The story describes people who refuse to adapt, depend on outdated thinking, and are changing reality. In simple words, old solutions do not always work in new situations. 4. The main lesson. The man's mistake was simple. He failed to understand that the situation had changed. Real life works the same way. The world constantly changes. Technology changes, society changes, people change. If someone never adjusts, they eventually fall behind. 5. Modern examples. In school, some students memorize answers without learning how to think critically. Later, they struggle when situations become more complex. At work, some people continue using outdated methods even when the industry has changed. Over time, they become less effective. Technology and the internet's online world changes quickly. What worked years ago may no longer work today. 6. Why this story still matters. This story has lasted for thousands of years because many people fear change. Old habits feel safe and familiar, but reality never stays the same. 7. The deeper meaning. The man was not unintelligent. His real problem was rigid thinking. He trusted the old situation instead of paying attention to reality. Sometimes, people fail not because they lack effort, but because they refuse to adapt. 8. Final thoughts. This classic Chinese fable teaches an important lesson. Wise people adjust when circumstances change. Success often requires flexibility and the ability to adapt. Because in a changing world, those who refuse to change are often left behind.